World War 3 has just relaunched into a closed beta period, and I've been playing it on and off stream, and now I'm going to let you know if it's worth buying into this closed beta test or not. If you are interested in purchasing it, then you can use my link in the description below to help support this channel, but this game is planned to come out of beta and into free to play in March 2022, with a console release coming soon as well. So World War 3 is a tactical multiplayer first person shooter that is not as casual as something like Call of Duty or Battlefield, but not as hardcore like Hell Let Loose. It sits right in between them, and that's because the time to kill is fast. At certain ranges you can die to an assault rifle in 3 shots, so you don't have these spongy enemies like in other casual shooters, but not the one hit kills like in Hell Let Loose. Gunplay is very tight and satisfying, much better than Battlefield 2042, and this is because in World War 3 the weapons have recoil patterns instead of the bloom effect that 2042 uses. Bloom, in case you don't know, basically adds random bullet deviation to your aim, so your bullets will spray randomly instead of following a sort of set pattern. It's something that a lot of casual games like Fortnite use, and well, it sucks because the random nature of Bloom, you can just lose a gunfight because your bullets randomly deviated from where you're aiming. But in World War 3, because it uses recoil patterns, you can control fully where your shots go, and this leads to the gunplay feeling very tight, responsive and fun. If you lose a firefight, it's because the other guy had better aim than you, and when you die you get the death cam to see where the other person is who killed you, but you also see where you actually got shot on your body and how much damage each of those shots has done. In many games you can get those moments of just, how did that guy kill me so quick? Well, because of this little graphic in World War 3 you now see why. It's a great addition to the game. Strikes are sort of like a kill streak addition to the game, but to get to use them you need to earn a number of points. These strikes can be something simple like a UAV, a radar, to a tank, carpet bomb or a controllable missile. These strikes can be devastating. I like calling down an artillery strike on an objective that is being lost, and this can take out loads of players. You can also control this cool little suicide drone. It's just so fun flying it around and blowing it up next to an unsuspecting enemy. And these strikes can be customized. You can choose what strike loadout you want. Now, vehicles are mainly called in using these strikes. There are a couple back at your main base, but yeah, it's mainly through strikes. And vehicles are tough in World War 3. They can take quite a few RPGs to kill. So if you come up against an enemy tank or like APC, you need to get your team to focus on it to take it down. Due to the fast time to kill in this game, vehicles can wipe out many players really quickly. When you're in a vehicle, they are really easy to control. You can use them in a third person mode or through an optics view. I'm not a big vehicle player in games like this, but in World War 3 I love using these vehicles. Player movement is, I would say, similar to Battlefield 5 in terms of speed. It's slower than the Apex inspired 2042 movement. You can use the traversal sprint with a double tap of your sprint button, crouch sprint, vault, lean, prone on your back, and there's this nice little touch where you double tap a strafe key when you're prone and it rolls you onto your back, and vice versa. The maps available in the beta are similar in size to a medium-sized Battlefield map, and most of the maps have been changed compared to the original release of World War 3. There's more cover, more detail and unique locations being added to these maps. And the maps are designed pretty well. There's a mixture of open areas and corridors with linked buildings, and these maps do feel like lived in, if that makes sense. There's the detail, cover points, little side routes all over the place, and there's a lot of ambient noise added in as well to make you feel like these are actual locations, such as like phones and printers going off in office buildings, TV noise, radio noise, speakers, and just ambient noise for all the buildings and locations. They haven't messed up like in 2042 by having lots of wasted open space with just nothing around. I will say that the at least current player count, as I hope they do increase it later on, is a bit disappointing. In the tactical ops mode, it's 20v20, but with the map design, the player count does work well. It doesn't feel like there aren't enough players for the map size, but I hope they make some bigger maps with more players. I guess you can say they have sacrificed scale for map detail, while in Battlefield 2042 they sacrificed detail for scale. Now the modes available at the time of review are Team Deathmatch and Tactical Ops. Tactical Ops is basically Conquest, and it uses the linked objective system like 2042 does, where you have to capture, say, A1 and A2 to control that area. Now, I can already see Battlefield fans pointing at this system and saying they stole it from 2042. Well, if you check out the gameplay of World War III from 2018, which is before Battlefield 5 came out, you will see they were already using this system. So 2042 got it from World War III. Let's touch on the weapons available to you. At the time of review, there are 8 assault rifles, 2 battle rifles, 4 LMGs, 3 snipers, 2 shotguns, 4 sidearms, 2 launchers and 3 SMGs. So plenty of weapons are available to try. What is insane is the customization in World War III. Looking at the default assault rifle, so bear in mind there will be different customization items for different weapon types. There are 13 scopes for 1 and 2x magnification, 5 different iron sights, 6 3 to 5x scopes, and 1 thermal. On top of that are 11 canted sights, 8 underbarrel grips, 5 magazine types, 3 ammo types, 9 sight attachments like lights and lasers, 3 barrels, and 8 muzzle attachments. Now, holy crap, that's a lot of customization. And you can see how each attachment will affect your gun, so you don't just have to rely on these weapon stat bars going up and down. You can see the actual value it changes certain parts of your weapon. But that's not all. The cosmetic customization as well. There are over 90 different skins for your weapons. Some of them are tied to your weapon rank, as you unlock more attachments and cosmetics as you rank up the weapon, and currently some of them are just locked, so they could be tied to an in-game currency that isn't active yet, or a premium currency that also isn't active. You can also put some emblems on your weapons, change the pistol grip, the handguard, stock and the magazine funnel. There is just so much weapon customization, it's crazy. This level of detail also goes into your character. Various faces, nearly 30 helmets, 20 jackets, 13 trousers, various gloves, face wear like glasses and balaclavas, body paint, face paint, and on top of that, these clothing items also have skins and different camos for them. This game may very well have the highest amount of customization for your weapons and gear. World War III is a good looking game. The models of both the characters and the guns look very nice, as well as the textures. There isn't anything in World War III that is just going to blow you away with how it looks, but yeah, it just does look good. On my system, it's also performing pretty well. Depending on the map and location, on high settings at 1440p, I can go from 90 to over 160 FPS. I expect the performance to increase during the beta period as they optimize the game further. Now on to the biggest negative for World War III, the audio. At the time of this review, I have seen people in the official Discord saying that these audio, let's say, issues are related to bugs. But the problems I have with the audio were also there in the veteran alpha test some months ago. Some of the weapons just do not sound good. They sound like really underpowered, but then some other guns sound really good. It's a really mixed bag. Enemy footstep audio is a bit quiet, and sometimes the enemy gunfire audio sounds too muffled, like they're on another side of a building or something. This also affects explosions, so audio needs a lot of work, and I really hope they are getting this sorted out. At the time of review, there are no microtransactions in the closed beta, but since this game is going free to play in March, at least that's the plan, I reckon there will be a premium currency. There's also going to be battle passes, because there's an option for it on the main menu, and possibly purchasable cosmetics. I just don't know yet, and I hope these will not be priced at a stupidly high amount. So in conclusion, is World War III worth buying into its closed beta? Now its base price is £15. If you bought World War 3 before October this year, then you already have access to the closed beta. You just need to reinstall the game. But if you're buying it now at £15, but you can also purchase bigger packs which give you some extra cosmetics, but just for £15 or yeah, your local equivalent, hell yeah, it's worth it. I'm having a better time with this than Battlefield 2042. It plays better in every way when compared to 2042, especially the gunplay. And in a first-person shooter, you need good gunplay, and World War 3 has it. If you do want to purchase it, you can do so by using the link in the description below, or wait for it to go to free-to-play in March. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more gameplay tips and streams, and thank you for watching.